Go ahead.
This is her specialty.
All right. She
How much you are.
Yeah.
Can you guys see over there, by the way? Okay.
Hold on, wait, now I have to reset the... I'm still ready to go.
Okay. I remember participating in one of my first clogging shows and hearing my teacher explain different types of dance included in clogging as some of my teammates demonstrated the different dance forms. That was the first time I had heard the true history behind clogging, and it was also the first time that the history behind the dance had sparked my interest. The history of clogging is often overly simplified and overlooked. I think it will be interesting to you to learn the true history behind the development of this dance form. Clogging grew from simple roots to an art form that incorporates aspects of many different types of dance. I clogged for 6 years, and I have heard the history of clogging many times over the course of participating in clogging. I have delved into even more detail as I researched for this speech. Clogging began and developed in a different way than you may have previously thought. Clogging began as early as the 1400s and continues to be one of the oldest forms of dance still in continuance today. Clogging actually began taking root in England in the early 1400s as a means of entertainment and warmth in the mills as people were working, and soon coal miners developed it into their work as well. Clogging first appeared in America in the mid-1700s as Irish, Scottish, English, and Dutch-German people groups met and shared their folk dances in the Appalachian Mountains. As time drew on, oh, by the way, brought Irish shoes for you guys to look at, just for fun. So, here's one for you guys. Pass it around. And then Tori, obviously, you can't have the joy of looking at Irish shoes. Alright, I'm also going to demonstrate Irish dance for you guys, so it goes something like this. As time drew on, clogging spread to the flatlands, where it was influenced by Cherokee Indians, Africans, and Russian gypsies. As Jeff Diggs of the Double Toe Times Clogging magazine put it, clogging has come to be known as a melting pot of dances. Also, African dance I'm going to demonstrate for you. Now that I've discussed the development of clogging itself, I'll discuss the development of clogging shoes, or just in general, the footwear that accompanies the dance. Clogging shoes developed along with the dance form and with the dancers. As I previously mentioned, clogging started in factories, and along with that, started off with wooden work shoes. These types of shoes are what you would probably traditionally think of when you think of clogging. That's all that popped up when I searched for it online, so it's a pretty popular thought process behind the dance even today. These shoes originally produced the clacking sound that has come to be associated with clogging. Soon after this, clogging shoes became leather shoes with wooden soles. As clogging developed a more competitive aspect, the shoes developed as well. Dancers began painting and decorating their shoes, and some even nailed pieces of metal onto the toes and heels of the shoes to make sparks fly as they danced. Not all dancers used shoes, however. Some simply used their bare feet, such as Africans on plantations. Tap dancing came from clogging, and tap shoes are the easiest way to explain how clogging shoes are today. So tap dancing shoes have taps that are screwed in to the toes and heels. And clogging shoes are pretty similar, except as well as having a tap completely screwed into the soundboard, they have taps that are also left loose, which produces a louder sound. So you can kind of see when I hold it up, there's taps hanging instead of just like completely flat. Now that I've discussed the development of both clogging and clogging shoes, I'll tell you a little bit more about how clogging is today. Clogging continues to be both a recreational activity and a competitive sport. Clogging is a fun sight to see at the Indiana State Fair, and people have a chance to watch competitive cloggers put on a show, and they themselves even get to participate sometimes. Clogging can also be seen at local farmers markets or any variety of local activities. clogging has also become a more widely known form of competitive dance. Clogging competitions can be as short as one day, or they can also last as long as 3 days with surrounding dance workshops, where competing dancers have the opportunity to learn new steps and meet new people. Clogging has become so popular, in fact, that it has made its way into a Geico commercial, the epitome of recognition. So now I'm going to show you my competitive a cappella solo, just so you guys can see a little bit more of the competitive aspect. This brings me to an interesting point. Broke a tap off. But people today, a little bit more widely known, know how to actually put taps back on. So that's cool. Also, clogging is one of the oldest forms of dance that is still around today. And after developing and incorporating many different step dances throughout its existence, it has become a popular form of dance, both as fun recreation and as an intensely competitive sport. The art of clogging grew from very simple roots to an art form that incorporates aspects of many different types of dance. As clogging developed, the shoes, or lack thereof, developed along with it. Clogging is now both fun recreation and a competitive sport. I've seen people of all ages and abilities clogging, so maybe you guys should go out and give it a try too.
Good.